First of all, JJ, congratulations. Welcome to the NFL and to Las Vegas. This is Hondo Carpenter with SI. There's lots of video out there showing off your athleticism, diving over piles as a ball carrier like Billy Sims, running Wildcat quarterback. Will you just talk about how much your athleticism affects your play at the defensive tackle position, please?
Yeah, sir. Just me being able to play all those positions is one thing. Me with my conditioning, just me being in shape, and also being able to do different things like slant redirect and make plays in the backfield, just because of my quickness and me playing both sides of the ball. So it definitely helps out on both sides. It's a big factor. Like I always play offense my whole life, and I feel like that's a big reason why I am successful at playing D-line is because the way I can move, bend, and things like that.
JJ, congratulations. This is Carter Owen with the Las Vegas Raiders. Can you kind of describe what's been going through your mind as you've watched the draft and then that feeling once you finally got that call from the Raiders and what that feeling is like right now?
It's like I always been saying, it's been a blessing just to be able to be a part of this year's draft and definitely get picked. And going through the whole process as a little kid, you just never thought you always dreamed about it, but as it gets here, you never really just thought that you would actually be here. So just leaning on God and trusting His plan and just being able to stay the course. I know one of my favorite scriptures, Jeremiah 29:11, and the plans He has for me is I know a big plan, so I just lean on Him. And when I got drafted, it was just weight off my shoulders. But it's the start of a new journey, and it's time to go back to work.
Hey JJ, it's Tashawn Reed from the Athletic. I know you mentioned obviously you play offense most of your life, but how did that conversation about playing defensive tackle come up when you were in college? How did that kind of come about?
Can you ask it again?
I said when you were in college, how did that conversation come up about you switching to defensive tackle? I know that wasn't really a position you had played before.
It was so my sophomore year at Auburn, Coach Brian Harsin was the coach after Coach Gus Malzahn got fired, and we only had like four D linemen on roster at the time, and he asked me during fall camp to go move over to D line and see if I would like it. And Coach Eason was the coach at the time, Nick Eason, and I just really trusted him. And obviously, it was a struggle at first, but I trusted him and trusted the process, and it's not all the way pretty, but I just had to take it one step at a time, and I got drafted for it, and I'm just blessed to be able to be in this position I am now.
Hi, Levi Damien from USA Today. By that, that same token about the conversation of how you moved over to defensive tackle, how did it come about that you were used as a Wildcat quarterback and were given the ball and scored 7 touchdowns in the process? How did that come about that they decided to use you that way?
Coach Kiffin is a very, very offensive mind, and he loves to win. He loves to take advantage of anything, and he actually recruited me when he was at Bama when I was a tight end in high school, and so he remembered what I could do, and he gave me an opportunity one day at practice to run a Wildcat, and I got like 20 some yards on it, and from there he was like, why not use you as a short yardage package and just do what you usually do? So I give it all to him. Shout out him for just allowing me to show that side of what I can do and ability. And like I said, it definitely helped me on both sides.
Hey, congratulations, the Adam Hill Las Vegas Review Journal. Just wondering, obviously we've seen the good stuff, the athleticism you put on tape. What were some of the concerns teams might have expressed to you and things maybe you learned about yourself that you can improve upon on the next level?
Um, Definitely some things that people were just questioning was like just the fundamental technique stuff. Just because I haven't played the position in a minute, but and like other D linemen, but they really just seen the progress I had from my sophomore year to my 5th year at Ole Miss, and something that I know I can work on more is definitely just the fundamental things, hand placement and stuff like that. What helped me a lot is identification of the backfield and play recognition. Just because I played the offensive side for a long time, so things in the backfield look familiar and play calls and sounds and stuff like that. So definitely a good advantage for me. Just knowing all that, knowing the offensive keys and stuff like that.
Hi, JJ. I was wondering about the Chucky Mullins Award that you got for courage while at Ole Miss. How much do you feel like that kind of helped the Raiders when they were looking into your character to decide that you were going to be a good fit for this team? And will you try to pursue getting the number 38 to wear here? Because I know you used to wear it there and you split time with that number and I think 89.
Yes. So I'd say it definitely helped a lot just because that award is a courage award that Ole Miss gives out to a defensive player, not only who's performing on the field, but it's mostly off the field, just what type of guy they are and giving back to the community and things like that. And that's what I take pride in. And I'm from Oshland, Mississippi, so that's just a big deal for me. I just love seeing other people smile and putting and just like that just makes my day. And I wear the 38 at Las Vegas. I would hope so. It's different, definitely if I could both sides and wear the 38. But whatever number I get, I'm gonna rock it, and I'm gonna still be the same guy. So I just can't wait.
JJ, Hondo Carpenter again. I'm just curious, how much interaction through the process did you have with the Raiders? Did you have an inkling that you were going to end up here? Can you just take us to that background of how this all unfolded, please?
I took a 30 visit up to the Raiders, and from then, like the interactions I had with the coaches and just the staff, it was amazing. The facility is amazing, and it was somewhere I was that was high on my list that I really wanted to go to, just because like I'm from Mississippi, and I mean you got to fly a long way to get back home, and I need something new. And I mean, grew up watching the Raiders, and y'all got my boy Ashton Genty, so us two in the backfield, maybe in the Packers, it look dangerous. So I know Coach Curl will do some fun stuff with us, but no, it's definitely a blessing. I'm glad they took a risk on me, and they definitely got a great, not only a great player but a great guy.
Awesome. Thanks so much, JJ.